On July 16, 2010, 19-year-old Iwona Wieczorek left a club in Sopot and disappeared without a trace. Her disappearance remains one of the greatest criminal mysteries in Poland, still evoking emotions and raising questions to this day. Evening at the cottage and the start of the party. Iwona spent the evening with a group of friends at the cottage of one of her friend's grandmothers in Sopot. The young people grilled, drank alcohol, and enjoyed themselves in a pleasant atmosphere. It was a typical summer gathering that gave no hint of the dramatic events to come. Iwona was in a good mood and planned to continue the fun at a nightclub. According to her friends, there were no signs of distress or conflicts at the time. Around midnight, the group went to a nightclub. According to various sources, it was either the Mandarinka or Dream Club. At the club, an argument broke out between Iwona and her friend, possibly due to competition for the attention of some boys or news about Iwona's ex-boyfriend, Patrick G., who was partying at another club. The argument was serious enough that Iwona decided to leave the club alone. The decision to return alone. Around 3 a.m., Iwona left the club and decided to walk home. Her route took her through Reagan Park in Gdansk Jelikowo. According to one of her friends, Powell, he tried to stop her, but she pulled away and threatened to scream if he didn't leave her alone. Powell backed off, not wanting to cause a scene, which he later described as his biggest mistake. The last moments before disappearance. Iwona was last captured on CCTV footage at 4:12 a.m., passing by entrance number 63 to the beach in Gdansk Jelikowo. At that moment, she called her friends, but her phone quickly died. The content of her message was alarming. She wrote to a friend, "I'm being bothered by some assholes." This suggests she may have felt threatened or uncomfortable during her solitary walk. Doubts and unanswered questions. Iwona's decision to return alone raises many questions. Why, despite earlier asking her friends for help getting home, did she decide to leave by herself? Was she influenced by emotions after the argument? Or did someone or something force her to make that decision? Some suggest she may have met someone who offered her help or a ride, which ultimately led to her disappearance. New leads and analyses. In 2024, new CCTV footage emerged, showing a white Fiat Cinquecento in the area around the time of Iwona's disappearance. The police appealed to the public for help in identifying the driver, which could be crucial to solving the case. There are speculations that the driver might be connected to Iwona's disappearance, especially since criminal groups linked to local clubs were active in the area. The club argument, a turning point. The argument at the club is considered a pivotal moment of that night. According to Detective Krzysztof Rutkowski, the conflict may have stemmed from competition for the attention of some boys. Iwona was reportedly upset that her ex-boyfriend, Patrick G., was partying with other women at a different club. This may have influenced her decision to leave alone. The white Fiat Cinquecento and the mysterious driver. In 2024, a new promising lead emerged in the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance, involving a white Fiat Cinquecento. This car, captured on CCTV near Reagan Park in Gdansk on the day of her disappearance, became a key element of the investigation. Here's a detailed breakdown of this lead. CCTV footage and the time the Fiat appeared. The white Fiat Cinquecento was captured on CCTV on July 17, 2010, at 5:07 a.m., less than an hour after Iwona was last seen on camera. The car was seen moving in the area of Piastowska Street and later Pomorska Street, near Reagan Park. Police noted that the vehicle was moving in a strange and suspicious manner, as if circling the area with a specific purpose. The Fiat's driver, suspicions and leads. Detectives suggest that the driver of the white Fiat could have been a security guard from the nightclub Bukowka, later known as Chilly Willy, or someone connected to the local criminal underworld, possibly speaking Russian. According to witness accounts, criminal groups controlling local clubs and restaurants operated in the area, and some of them may have had ties to Eastern Europe. The police appealed to the public for help in identifying the driver, releasing images of the car and asking anyone with information to come forward. They emphasized that the driver might be connected to Iwona's disappearance. Internet sleuths in action locating the Fiat. Internet users who have been following Iwona's case for years took it upon themselves to search for the white Fiat. Using tools like Google Maps, they located the car parked on Dąbrow-Sako Street, now Lechak-Haksan-Skigo Street, between 2011 and 2014. The Fiat remained there for several years with visible signs of corrosion suggesting it was not in use. According to one post, a garbage collector who worked in the area had reportedly left the country shortly after Iwona's disappearance. Theories about the Fiat's role in the case. Several theories have emerged about the role of the white Fiat in Iwona's disappearance. Theory 1. The driver may have picked up Iwona near Reagan Park, which would explain why her trail ends on the CCTV footage. Theory 2. The car could have been used to transport her to another location, such as the nearby Rzemieślnik Hotel, which was known for illegal activities. Theory 3. The Fiat might have been used by individuals connected to the local underworld, who controlled the area's clubs and could have been involved in her disappearance. New police actions and hopes for a breakthrough. In 2024, the police intensified their efforts regarding the white Fiat. Investigators from the Department for Combating Criminal Terrorism and Murders analyzed CCTV footage and interviewed new witnesses. The prosecutor's office also sought international assistance, suggesting the case might have broader implications. The new lead prosecutor, Tomasz Baduk, known for solving complex cases, took over the investigation, raising hopes for a breakthrough. His track record in similar cases has fueled optimism. Psychic Krzysztof Jakowski's speculations. Psychic Krzysztof Jakowski has frequently commented on Iwona's case. According to him, the driver of the white Fiat could be key to solving the mystery. Jakowski suggests that the police already know what happened to Iwona, but cannot press charges without finding her body. He believes the case will only be resolved once her remains are discovered. Negligence in the investigation and new hopes. The case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance has long been controversial due to numerous investigative failures that delayed progress. However, in recent years, new hopes for a breakthrough have emerged, especially after the investigation was reopened in 2023 and taken over by experienced prosecutor Tomasz Baduk. Here's a detailed breakdown. Initial mistakes in the investigation. The investigation into Iwona's disappearance was plagued by errors and delays from the start. Police failed to conduct timely searches of Reagan Park, where Iwona was last seen. They also did not secure all CCTV footage, complicating later analysis. Additionally, witness statements were often ignored or insufficiently examined, potentially leading to the loss of crucial leads. Reopening of the investigation in 2023. In 2023, the investigation was reopened, and police began intensive searches around Zatoka Stuki. New efforts included re-examining old evidence, such as CCTV footage that had not been thoroughly analyzed before. Modern technologies, like image recognition, were also used to review available materials, raising hopes for new clues, new leads and analyses. In 2024, new promising leads emerged. One of them was the white Fiat Cinquecento, captured on CCTV near the disappearance site. Police released images of the car and appealed to the public for help in identifying the driver. Internet users quickly joined the search, pinpointing locations where the car had been parked over the years. Additionally, investigators began analyzing new witness accounts, including one from a person who claimed to have seen a young woman running and calling for help near Jelitkowo that same night. This lead, though previously reported, was not thoroughly examined until the new investigative team decided to revisit it. Prosecutor Tomasz Baduk, new hopes. In late 2024, prosecutor Tomasz Baduk, known for solving complex cases like the murder of the Jarosławicz couple and the kidnapping of a Krakow businessman, took over the investigation. His involvement has raised hopes for a breakthrough, given his reputation for determination and effectiveness. Baduk has promised to keep the case away from media scrutiny to avoid leaks and maintain confidentiality. International cooperation and new technologies. Investigators are collaborating with international experts on missing persons cases, suggesting the case may have an international dimension. Advanced technologies, such as DNA analysis and image recognition, are being used to re-examine evidence, aiming to find missing pieces of the puzzle. Public pressure and media. Over the years, Iwona's case has been the subject of extensive media speculation and amateur investigations by online sleuths. Many have criticized law enforcement for sluggishness and inefficiency. Currently, the prosecutor's office is urging patience and asking the public to avoid spreading unverified information that could hinder the investigation. Hopes for a breakthrough in 2025. In 2025, many are hoping for a breakthrough in Iwona's case. Psychic Krzysztof Jakowski, who has frequently commented on the case, emphasizes that without finding her body, no charges can be filed. However, he believes some individuals should already be held accountable. One of the most intriguing elements of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance case is the testimony of a mysterious witness who came forward shortly after the girl went missing. His account, though not thoroughly investigated initially, could be the key to solving this mystery. Here's a detailed breakdown of this lead. The witness's account. What did he see? The witness, whose identity remains undisclosed, contacted the police a few days after Iwona's disappearance. He claimed that on the night of July 16 to 17, 2010, he saw a young woman running and calling for help near Reagan Park in Gdansk, Jelikowo. According to his account, the woman appeared panicked and frightened. However, the witness was unable to provide a detailed description of her appearance due to the darkness and the rapid unfolding of events. Why was the testimony not utilized earlier? Despite the witness coming forward, his account was not thoroughly examined in the early years of the investigation. This was due to several factors. Lack of credibility. The police initially considered the witness's testimony to be imprecise due to the conditions, darkness, haste. Lack of additional evidence. No other witnesses corroborated the account, which weakened its credibility. Focus on other leads. Investigators at the time were concentrating on other leads, such as analyzing CCTV footage and statements from Iwona's friends. Renewed interest in the testimony in 2024. In 2024, after the investigation was reopened, the mysterious witness's testimony was re-examined. The new investigative team deemed the account potentially crucial to solving the case, especially since other leads had not yielded the expected breakthrough. Investigators began searching for additional evidence to corroborate the witness's story, such as CCTV footage from the Reagan Park area. Possible scenarios based on the testimony. Several theories have emerged about what might have happened that night, based on the witness's account. Theory 1. Iwona may have been attacked by an unknown assailant, explaining her panic and calls for help. Theory 2. The girl might have been fleeing from someone she knew, such as a person connected to the local criminal underworld. Theory 3. The witness may have mistaken Iwona for someone else, though this seems unlikely given that no other incidents were reported in the area at the time. New police actions. In light of the renewed interest in the witness's testimony, the police launched intensive searches in the Reagan Park area. They also employed sniffer dogs and modern technologies, such as thermal imaging analysis, to check for traces that could corroborate the witness's account. New police actions. In 2024, the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance gained new momentum thanks to intensified police efforts. After years of negligence and lack of progress, investigators took a series of new steps aimed at solving one of Poland's greatest criminal mysteries. Here's a detailed breakdown. Reopening of the investigation and the new investigative team. In 2023, the investigation into Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance was officially reopened. A new investigative team was assembled, focusing on re-examining old evidence and searching for new leads. In 2024, the case was taken over by prosecutor Tomasz Baduk, known for solving complex cases such as the murder of the Jarosławicz couple and the kidnapping of a Krakow businessman. His involvement has raised hopes for a breakthrough, given his reputation for determination and effectiveness. Analysis of CCTV footage using new technologies. One of the key actions taken by the police was the reanalysis of CCTV footage from the Reagan Park area, where Iwona was last seen. Advanced technologies, such as image recognition and thermal imaging analysis, were used to review the available materials. This led to the identification of new leads, including the white Fiat Cinquecento captured on footage on the day of the girl's disappearance. Field searches and the use of sniffer dogs. The police conducted intensive searches in the Reagan Park and Zatoka Stuki areas, where Iwona was last seen. Sniffer dogs and specialized equipment were used to comb the area for traces that could lead to solving the case. Although the searches did not yield the expected breakthrough, the police remain hopeful and plan further actions. Release of the white Fiat Cinquecento photo. In 2024, the police released a photo of the white Fiat Cinquecento captured on CCTV on the day of Iwona's disappearance. The driver of this car may have been connected to the girl's disappearance. The police appealed to the public for help in identifying the driver, which garnered a significant response from internet users. Thanks to their efforts, locations where the suspect's car had been parked over the years were identified. International cooperation. Investigators are collaborating with international experts on missing persons cases, suggesting the case may have an international dimension. The prosecutor's office has sought assistance from specialists in other countries to analyze available evidence and find missing pieces of the puzzle. This cooperation aims to leverage modern technologies and investigative methods that could lead to solving the mystery. Interviews with new witnesses. The new investigative team conducted a series of interviews with new witnesses, including a person who claimed to have seen a young woman running and calling for help near Jelitkowo that same night. This lead, though previously reported, was not thoroughly examined until the new team decided to revisit it. Investigators are also paying attention to statements from individuals connected to the local criminal underworld who may have been involved in Iwona's disappearance. Appeal to the public. The police appealed to the public for help in solving the case. They released a photo of the white Fiat Cinquecento and provided a phone number for tips related to Iwona's disappearance. The appeal received a significant response from internet users, who launched their own searches and analyses, potentially helping to uncover new leads. International cooperation. In 2024, the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance took on a new dimension thanks to international cooperation. Investigators sought assistance from foreign experts on missing persons cases, suggesting the case may have an international aspect. Here's a detailed breakdown. Why international cooperation? International cooperation in the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance was initiated for several reasons. New technologies. Foreign experts have access to advanced technologies such as DNA analysis, image recognition, and artificial intelligence, which could help analyze available evidence. Experience. Specialists from other countries have experience in solving complex criminal cases, which could accelerate progress in the investigation. International context. There are suspicions that the case may have an international dimension, such as links to human trafficking or criminal groups operating outside Poland. Who is involved in the cooperation? The police and prosecutor's office are collaborating with experts from several countries, including Germany, the UK, and the USA. Among those involved are missing persons experts, individuals with extensive experience in solving cases involving disappearances, including those with international dimensions. Technologists, specialists in data analysis who can help review CCTV footage, photos, and other evidence. Criminologists, experts in criminal profiling who can assist in identifying potential suspects. What actions are being taken? International cooperation includes a series of actions aimed at solving the case. Data analysis. Foreign experts are analyzing available evidence, including CCTV footage, photos, and witness statements, to identify new leads. Information exchange. The police are sharing information with international partners, which could help identify individuals connected to the case. Field searches. Cooperation with foreign experts may also involve field searches in other countries if leads suggest an international dimension. The international aspect of the case. There are speculations that Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance may have an international dimension. Some theories suggest that the girl may have been abducted by individuals linked to human trafficking or criminal groups operating outside Poland. International cooperation aims to explore these theories and find missing pieces of the puzzle. Hopes for a breakthrough. International cooperation offers hope for a breakthrough in the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance. Thanks to the involvement of foreign experts and the use of modern technologies, there is a chance that the case will finally be solved. Psychic Krzysztof Jakowski emphasizes that without finding her body, no charges can be filed, but he believes some individuals should already be held accountable. Summary. International cooperation is one of the most important aspects of the case of Iwona Wieczorek's disappearance. Thanks to the involvement of foreign experts and the use of modern technologies, there is hope that this lead will result in a breakthrough in the investigation and provide answers to the questions haunting Iwona's family. That's the end of today's episode, but the case of Iwona Wieczorek remains open. What do you think about the new leads? Could the white Fiat Cinquecento be the key to solving the mystery? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, it helps reach more people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss future episodes about the greatest criminal mysteries. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.